Yo, hello everyone, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we'll be covering Drytron. Let's get straight into it. Okay, to start off, we've got 3 Diviner of the Herald. This card's amazing. It's not as great as everyone makes it out to be, just because often, sending Ava to the graveyard isn't actually the best, and often you don't have the best targets for this, although we are running Natasha, so late game this can be an amazing normal summon. Okay, now we've got the Drytron lineup, so we've got 3 Alpha Thuban and 3 Zeta. That's pretty standard. We want to only running one of the ritual spells, so we definitely need the 3 Zeta, I believe. Yeah, and then the Thuban can, depending on the situation, get us one of these. I actually quite like playing Draconids. It's an amazing card. It would have been better if it could negate, but still great. Then we'll have Delta and Gamma. You could actually run 2 Gamma. I was experimenting with it and then just wanting to keep the deck to a 40 card deck. I just decided to go with 1 because it's not necessary. Although, yeah, because you can also search it easily. Let's say you play Nova and you've got maybe Thuban in your hand, then you can use Thuban to tribute Gamma, and then Gamma to tribute Thuban, and then revive back Thuban, and then you can actually make Draconids just 4,000 attack beat stick with 2 destructions per turn. Well, on your opponent's turn anyway. Now we've got 1 Ava. Limiting it didn't really do anything, although it did change. I used to play 3 Orange Light, now just play 2, because sometimes it is discarding 2 cards and without with less access to Ava, I prefer just to run 2 now. Okay, Artifact Lancey is actually searchable in this deck, so I love playing it, and it's great against most of the meta decks. So it can also stop Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, which can hurt this deck. So that's why I played 3 Lancia. Okay, then we've got Ben 10 and Natasha. Natasha's not necessary, let's say you could actually take it out for maybe Gamma, but it can take control of one of your opponent's monsters, and if it's that Appaloosa, then you negate all your opponent's monster effects, and then you can just play your combos and run over them. It's like a Graveyard Dark Ruler no more. Well, that's assuming they have Appaloosa, but you could take their problem thing that's negating you to play, and then you can negate them instead. And we've got Draconids, amazing card. Herald of Ultimateness, amazing. It can negate anything. Yeah. Except the special summon, but then you just negate the monster effect off that special summon. And we've got Cyber Emergency. This card's great. Search Cyber Dragon, which is probably its intended target, but you could actually run Cyber Dragon potentially, and then run rank 5s. I believe there's Plady. Yeah, this isn't a bad rank 5 if you do want to actually run Cyber Dragon. I don't recommend it, but you could definitely do it. Anyway, for the Drytron spell cards, we've got 2 Fafnir, which is just more Novas really. We don't run 3 just because we don't actually need to see the Nova so much. Besides, you can only activate 1 per turn. And then we also can't, it doesn't matter too much, but we can't actually play Diviner of the Herald or any normal summons, really, for that turn. And we've got 1 Meteor's Drytron. Yeah, you don't need to, it's easily searchable because you can search it off Zeta and you can easily search out Zeta. Although that does leave you quite open to draw, so making sure you get Orange Light or Ultimateness out early is important. Okay, then we've got the these 3 aren't really staples. These are great because a lot of your extra deck monsters have graveyard effects. Sometimes you just actually want to send maybe both your Arc Lights to the graveyard just to get the ritual spells and ritual monsters, late game. No. And then Foolish Burial, of course, you can get more material for Ava, and then get your ritual monsters in the grave for meets you on discretion. Okay, then we've got, let's just cover Cold by the Grave. Yeah, this is amazing just because, like, things like Eye of Justice Cycle Reader and Droll and Lockbird can hurt this deck, so Called by the Grave is great. There's no room for crossout, so yeah, the only reason we're playing like Artifact Lance is because it's searchable, and that's probably the only space we actually have for hand traps. Okay, then we've got 3 Forbidden Droplets. You can also make this Dark Ruler no more, except discarding in this deck is not bad, and sometimes your opponent's got those spell and traps. I do recommend, if you can't afford it, Dark Ruler no more could definitely be a better option, but I think also just because you can OTK your opponent on the turn you activate Forbidden Droplet, I do think it's a bit better in this deck. Finally, we've got Pot of Prosperity. This card's amazing. You just need to either dig the card you're searching for or actually dig one of the searches, so pretty much even just getting 3, like if you don't want to banish multiple, then you can just get whatever you need. We're also playing a lot of cards, you've got like 3 cards you can easily banish from the 4 cards actually. You've got an extra Arc-like after Fafnir. You don't need the Zeus material, and Link Rebo you rarely ever need. Okay, then we'll go on to the extra deck. So we've got Elder Entity Nuts. This card is great. So you can just get more bodies onto the field and then activate graveyard effects of like your XCs and synchro monsters. Also, like once you've gotten rid of all Mubeta Fafnir's materials, it's pretty much dead. And I guess this card doesn't really have any time it's dead, but sometimes it's less useful. Black Rose Dragon, this card's actually great. It's a board wipe, you just quickly make it with level 2, and so you've got Orange Slide and Diviner of the Herald plus any of your level 6s. So you can easily make Black Rose Dragon, and then just destroying a ton of cards on the field is amazing. Can't use its second effect. Wait, yeah, you can't use its second effect, but yeah, I don't think we've got any other plans, but yeah, it's still a great card. Anyway, Arclight already talked about this. This is standard 2 of in old decks. Beatrice, this card's amazing. It's more important now than ever just because you need to send that AV because there's less chance of hard drawing it, and then being able to discard with Orange Light. Then we've got Zeus, amazing. Of course, you're playing XC, so you got Zeus. Downed, get on all these 3 material. Especially after like you've used Nightingale, like to do like up to like I don't know, you can get maybe 3,000 damage in, and then like yeah, you can protect it, and you can protect it from being destroyed and taking a battle damage on that turn. Although you won't generally need that, but it's nice to use anyway. Also, dead Fafnir, you can easily go into Downed. Okay, then we've got Appaloosa. This card's great. You can also play Access Code or Boral Sword, but I just choose to play this often because you're not actually going to be making these Link monsters, so the fact that you're using pretty much 4 materials all the time will get a 3200 attack with 4 negates. Happy Masquerada, amazing for going to Unicorn and even Phoenix. And we've got the 2 Nightmares. These cards are great. Pretty standard in most decks if you've got extra deck room. And then finally we've got Link Rebo. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.